if you don't know, and if you are a video game enjoyer, like you probably are, first of all, nerds, don't look at me, look at yourself, look in the mirror, you're a nerd. Every year, there was a little something called the Game Awards, the Video Game Awards, brought to you by a man you may or may not know named Jeff Keighley. Jeff Keighley? Did I say Jeff? Jeff, my name's Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
The Video Game Awards, and this happens in November. No, this happens December 6th. Wait, am I lying? December 13th, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. CSTI. It burns when I pee. What? 4:30 a.m. PT, which I will be more than likely. I haven't looked ahead at that schedule, but like the last couple of years, if you're interested to watch it with me on live stream, twitch.tv/TheRealSkyro, you'll find me here and we will watch it together and figure out who the winner is. It's award season again. The Video Game Awards are coming. Oh, but I like that graphic. Oh, we've got a whole bunch of stuff. No, I want that graphic. That graphic is nice. Game Rant, you get it with the graphic. Can I enlarge? Enhance. Enhance. Enhance.
Enhance. Enhance.
Man, I want a nice big picture I can look at. Whatever, dude. Oh. Okay. Enhance. There we go. Okay. We found it. It only took 20 clicks. You're welcome, everybody, for my clicks. So, Game of the Year nominees have come out. So, if you don't know how the show works, it's like a whole production. There's music, game trailers all night, whole bunch of different categories like best animation, best, adventure game, best storytelling, best adaptation, best this, best that, blah, blah, blah. The pinnacle award of the whole night is Game of the Year. What video game did this panel think deserves the singular award that was the very best game of the year? And these are the games that have been nominated. Some of them you might know, some of them you might not. There's one that I didn't know what it was on here. And if you're looking at this and you're a little confused, you're probably not alone. I was a little confused at these games as well. But first of all, we have Astrobot. Astrobot is a new IP being pushed by Sony, a really cute little platformy style that apparently did really, really, really good as far as reviews. But I think it sold about 1 million copies. And while that's okay, you have other games that have sold a lot more. Balatro is like a poker game. Some people told me that it was really cool. It's apparently like a roguelike poker game. So this is definitely like the indie representation, not Balatro sales. This is what it looks like. I don't know much about the gameplay or style, but you play like this poker game and then you open up cards and packs or whatever. I don't know how a game like this could be nominated for Game of the Year. Apparently, you have to be a certain kind of nerd in order to think that this is Game of the Year material. But hey, if one person has a lot of fun with it, who am I to knock? Not my kind of game. It wouldn't get my vote. Moving on. I think it sold around 1 million copies as well. Black Myth Wukong was a great adventure game. A lot of people, drew parallels between God of War and Elden Ring and games like that. It was action adventure through and through. Black Myth Wukong, I think, was pretty popular. It sold about 20 million copies. So it's maybe a few more than Balatro. It was a very good game. So this is the beginning of the game. You get a really cool boss battle, cinematics, amazing, voice acting, top notch. Natively in Chinese, you can switch to have subtitles English, or you can have English dub and whatever, however you want to play it. Pretty good game. I think it's a really good top contender. I personally, I'm not going to say yet.
Wait a minute.
The next one, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree. If you know anything about Elden Ring, the base game came out. This is a DLC for Elden Ring. It's basically Elden Ring still, but it's more Elden Ring. 5 million units sold, according to Bandai Namco, June 27. So it's a little old. By now, between 5 and 10. I'm just going to estimate. I'm not really sure how to look and find that up. So that puts us between Astrobot, Balatro, and Black Myth Wukong in terms of sales. But the caveat of this is it's a DLC, and apparently this year in the Game Awards, DLCs are fine to go for that Game of the Year award. In my mind, I don't think it should count. Call me a fanboy for the Souls games. I played them all. I've loved them all. 200 hours into Elden Ring base game, 100 hours into Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. Compared to some, I know that's not I know that's not a lot, but I'm just saying that I have sat down and I have spent some time with it. With that being said, I don't think it should be in the running for Game of the Year. Was it a great game? Yes. Should it be eligible to participate in this year's awards? No, I don't think so. Final Fantasy Rebirth. I can't tell you a single thing about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. All I know is that it is a remake of the original Final Fantasy game, I guess. I really don't know. I have never played a single Final Fantasy game. Drama alert, holy crap. I've never played a single Final Fantasy game. So I don't really know. Metaphor Refantasio. Bro, I couldn't tell you what that is either. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It didn't sell as much as Square Enix had wanted, and the last time I checked, they didn't reveal any specific numbers or units sold, so it must have been like that much lower than what they had actually wanted to. So it didn't hit their mark. Metaphor, I think that was another like 1 million. I'm not really sure. We don't need to look it up. I don't know what that game is. I don't even know why it's up here. If you played it, tell me why. Comments below. Tell me, Skyro, you're a stupid piece of doo-doo and you should play this game. I won't, but you could still, you know, leave a comment. That's fine. My vote? My prediction? It's gonna be Black Myth Wukong. 20 million copies sold. That's way more eyes on this game than all of the other games combined. Do I think if it were against base game Elden Ring, Black Myth Wukong would win? No, I don't think so. I think that Black Myth Wukong was a great game, but it was missing some sort of a glue that really needed to hold it together to make it a fully fleshed out, complete game. I'm pretty sure, I'm not exactly sure the development process for the game, but I'm pretty sure they made like 8 years ago a really sick rendering of this game, and people were like, oh, we can't wait to play that, super awesome. And they ran with it, right? They took that, they flushed it out, they made it into a playable game, you know, 8-9 years later. But I think that's what it actually is just a whole bunch of really cool pieces put together, and it's missing some of that glue to really just make it just a solid game. But with this list right here, my prediction is Black Myth Wukong will take. What do you think? Any predictions? Leave a comment down below. What is your prediction? What takes of mine didn't you like? Do you think Astrobot will win? Do you think Balatro will win? Do you believe Shadow of the Erdtree should be in the running for this year's Game Awards? Find out on December 13th while we watch it live together. Come join me. All right, yeah, Black Myth Wukong, I don't know. I just don't know. A indie, not to say that indie is in like a degrading term, but it's like low production value, albeit maybe fun gameplay mechanics, poker with a twist. But you have that. Let's just say if you have that versus Astrobot, like to me, Astrobot would be such a much funner game to play. You know, platforming adventure, sure. But then you take a cutesy little platforming adventure and put it up against a graphically high fidelity, you know, action adventure game deep and rich with Chinese lore, with combat and great cutscenes, and these ones in my mind, they don't count. The throwaways. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got.